government that seems to not to obey the norms of international behavior. It doesn't believe, apparently, in the rules-based order. When it comes to trade, they break just almost any rule they wish. That sort of stuff has led to a much, much more cynical view of China, which in turn has put pressure on governments, the UK government's not alone, to reduce its dependency on China because it's considered dangerous. There have been attacks on our systems. We've had low-level operatives trying to pretend to be me, sending messages all over the world to say that I've recanted my previous absurd views, and now I was a believer in the peaceful and peace-loving nature of the Chinese. All that sort of stuff is nonsense. But they did, try and replicate me around the world. We've put an end to that. But that sort of thing takes place the whole time. We've had attacks on our sites. I set up an organization called the Interparliamentary Alliance on China, IPAC. So the Chinese ambassador, in an unprecedented move, was banned from the Houses of Parliament. Chinese governments reacted, calling people like me despicable. But the honest truth is, they are the ones that are despicable. The lesson really for the Chinese government is you've got to stop trying to bully and browbeat people. And you've got to start recognizing why people are concerned about your behavior. Whether it's on free trade, whether it's on external threats, or whether it's on the terrible human rights abuses of the people in China. These things cannot just be ignored. I think the behavior of the Chinese government towards Taiwan needs to be called out. It's quite clear what they're trying to do is coerce and bully and threaten Taiwan so they become part of China again. And they've managed and succeeded. The sad part of this is they have managed to persuade some of the international organizations to no longer reference Taiwan as a country in its own right. So the WHO has suffered as a result of this, stupidly, allowing themselves to be bullied by China. The result was they never got any of the early figures properly given to them from Taiwan about what happened when the COVID outbreak began around the rest of the world. All had to be filtered through China, who wasn't going to give a positive impression about what was happening in Taiwan. Should the free world support them? Yes, categorically so. And we need to be able to make it clear to China, one way or the other, that China cannot act unilaterally over Taiwan.